your Doom City friendly monster coach D, and you are listening to the On the Way Up show only on Highly Unique Radio.
Yeah, y'all already know it's Throwback Thursday. We getting ready to get crunk. Y'all know what time it is. The Miami Dolphins play the Buffalo Bills tonight. But Lady Star, you know what? How you doing today, young lady? I see you looking so vibrant in your orange today.
What you call it? Vibrant?
Vibrant.
Vibrant.
You know,
All
I
right. That's a new
country
word for
slang
me.
in there. I
All
throw it
right.
all together.
I'll take it.
How your night was?
Oh my gosh. Relaxing. I got a lot done though.
All right,
I got a lot done, but it was relaxing. You know.
All right. Well, you already know. I got to throw it over there to my boy, the one and only.
Man, good morning. You already know it's your Doom City friendly monster coach D. Good morning, my fellow co-host. And good morning to you, Mr. Black. Right
What's the word,
middle.
my brother?
I don't know, man. You got that dirty green on, so I already know it's all about money.
Money.
No, it's about the Miami Dolphins tonight, baby. We got Thursday night football, and the Dolphins will play the Buffalo Bills. And to all y'all Bill fans over there in New York, Black don't consider y'all New York.
But I do consider them winners tonight.
Okay.
Hey,
That's fair. That's fair.
you know what? I think that's fair. And I think I see definitely the Bills taking a win tonight, man.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Come on,
man.
Coach. You gonna
Coach,
I'm
they,
done, man.
They played very well this past Sunday, Coach. If you watch them, man. Come on now.
See, this is what I'm saying.
I mean,
I'm gonna
I
have the
go.
bragging rights because we win on Thursday. Y'all still got to play
You
on
win
Sunday.
tonight. Yeah, I hear you, man.
So don't do
hey,
that,
Listen,
you know
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying, hey, I'm not hating. I'm not hating, man. If Miami pull it through, I'm gonna be excited about that. That's actually one of my pick on my tickets. Sometimes you can't bet with your heart. You can't bet with your feeling. When you on that Hard Rock betting app, Coach, you know when you see Miami on the ticket and you see Bills on the ticket, you know. You got to go with the underdogs, so I'm going with the underdogs on this one. You know what I mean?
Wait, so did you bet against it?
No, I bet Miami to win this game. So,
But you don't think Miami's going to win?
you know what, man?
Well,
You
it's
can't,
money.
you can't bet
see,
with
he
your
just
feelings,
hating.
man.
He hating.
You
He
can't
know the
bet with your
Dolphins
feelings.
gonna win.
It's not that, man. You can't bet with your feelings, but at the end of the day, I believe Miami might pull it through, and if they pull it through, you know, I got an eight bet parlay. So if any of my team
Why
lose,
not bet on both sides?
Nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I can't waste money like that.
No, just split that money in half.
You wasting it playing betting on them dudes.
Yeah, you wasting it doing a parlay. Just
you know
cut that in half on either way. You're gonna luck out on something.
You know the thing, man. When you look at Miami defense this year, especially when you watch the first game against the Jaguars, they struggled a little bit. But when the offense is alive, I don't think there's no defense that can really compete currently with the Miami Dolphins' offensive powers. So, so when you're betting, you can't bet with your feelings, man. You can't bet with your heart. You got to bet with the with numbers. You got to be very realistic, man. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your money.
All right, we'll see how things go tomorrow.
Hey, no, tonight. It ain't
Yeah, it's
tomorrow.
tonight.
It's tonight.
Yeah,
But I'm not
tonight.
gonna see y'all till tomorrow.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how he walk in here.
Yeah, he gonna be real sick because them dog. Well, he with us tonight. That's right.
Look, I
Yeah, I was
man,
about to say, Coach.
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta
I
be-
know we win.
don't bet with your feelings, man.
Yeah, good job, Coach D. We happy that you over here on the bandwagon with us tonight. You're a Dolphin. We gonna make you an honorary Dolphin
nah,
tonight.
don't do that, man.
Don't do that. You don't hear him? It's just about the money.
It's just about the money.
He ain't
son.
got no heart in the game.
Nah,
You know,
absolutely.
you ever heard people cheer when they money on the line? That's
Absolutely.
the best time. The game don't count unless you got some skin in
So
the
skin
game.
in the game. But sometimes just being a diehard fan is skin enough.
But it's different when you put your money on the line.
Absolutely. I told you I've
guarantee
seen grown men cry.
Hey, Black, you get in on the sports bet down here now?
Not this weekend.
Okay.
I wait until week 5 when I could start seeing my path to freedom. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
When Cowboys are gonna be 5-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. no,
See,
that ain't
now, Mr. Black, if you bet with your feelings and go with the Cowboys all the time, you are going to be broke.
Oh no, yeah, no. Last couple years I've been broke. but technically,
You don't want to do that, bro.
technically, the Cowboys, for the last 3 years, I win 12 games a year.
Okay.
So I'm really not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's averaging out.
Yeah, because for the last 3 years, the Cowboys have won 12 games or better. So I'm being good.
There you
It
go.
just when I double up the wrong time of the year. December in January.
What's up with these double
Yeah.
ups, double
Don't
ups
do
and
that, man.
parlays? Y'all all in.
You're all in.
Okay.
All right, coach, man. So you got me on your team tonight. What's good, man?
Man,
was your night, Coach?
everything. Well, last night was. You already know it's. Last night was what 9/11. So you know,
Yeah.
9/11. I seen all the little tributes and stuff like that. So I want to say that, and I know Mr. Black is from New York. So big shouts out to everybody who that it'll never. You know, we always remember that day, 9/11. So I want to say I spent a little time watching CNN, watching the recaps of the debate, and every time that popped up, I was like, God, dog, I remember when that happened, you know?
I do too. I almost took that flight.
Oh,
God
wow.
is so good.
Yeah.
I actually ended up coming back a little bit earlier, and then I had a grandfather at that time. He's no longer living, but at that time he was gonna take that flight, and somehow got pushed off that flight. And I remember sitting in my living room watching just everything go down on the TV.
Man, that girl right here has nothing but history, bro.
Yeah, hey, man, but praise
Yeah.
Praise
the
Lord.
Most
I'm
High
supposed
that
to
you
be
didn't get
here.
on that
Yeah.
flight, girl.
Yeah, I remember. It's funny about 9/11. So 2 weeks before. Do you know what happened 2 weeks before 9/11?
I was in New York.
No, but we know what happened 2 weeks before 9/11.
What happened?
Aaliyah passed away.
Oh, with the flight. Yeah.
Oh.
So Aaliyah passed away 2 weeks before 9/11. Right?
Oh, yeah, you're right,
And
Black.
then the whole world was already melancholy.
Yeah.
And then September 11th hit, and then the whole world just went from dark to darkness. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But on the same day, on 9/11, do you know what album came out that day?
No way.
Jay-Z's album, Blueprint, came out that same day.
Wow.
That's history.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
see, that's
Yeah.
what happened when you tune in to
Hey,
On the Way
hey,
Up
and
show,
Mr.
man.
Black,
it's nothing,
hey,
but,
yeah.
it's nothing but history, man. Encyclopedia, folks up here.
Yeah, Google it.
But you know, and I say this because now I see all the cameras, all the stuff. 9/11 changed our world because now cameras are everywhere. The industry of and I hate it when you have to go to the airport, take your shoes off, get checked, all that. But that became one of the most economically empowering industries.
Yeah, the TSA.
Yeah.
9/11 created the TSA.
Yeah, and
No
the
doubt.
cameras everywhere, the rings and all that came from because we didn't have all the cameras up before 9/11.
Now,
You know we got relaxed now.
yeah,
You don't have to take off your shoes all the time now
Yeah,
when you go
yeah.
through TSA.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know how like right now everybody have cameras everywhere. That started because of 9/11.
Nah, I don't think that happened for 9/11, but definitely TSA.
Okay.
Definitely, I think security cameras were up. Like New York City, that's how we caught the first bomber. The first bomber who tried to hit New York City 10 years before, they caught him because of the cameras, street cameras.
Right.
So I don't want to say street cameras.
That's true.
Right.
And that the guy that was on the roof.
No, I'm just
that
saying
was-
they
yeah.
amped it up even more. Like now you got a camera everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's only gonna get worse now. I heard
Big Brother's
about
watching.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They're
saying.
doing these type of digital face scanning cameras now. So they're trying it out now on governmental buildings, but eventually it'll be available for even commercial buildings, and they'll be able to scan your face and get all your identity when you walk into a building.
See, now I told you. They already doing that at Coconut Creek Casino, but
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man.
yes,
The
sir.
days of, trying to hide your identity is gone.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, nothing about you is personal no more.
It
Yeah,
depends
man.
where you live. You gotta go off
Yeah,
the grid for real.
you gotta go to rural areas and stuff like that. But what kind of lifestyle that is?
Yeah.
Hang
Well,
out with-
Well, the good thing about us over here on the Way Up show in Hollywood, Florida, on the highly unique platform, we don't have nothing to hide. That's why we on there and we talking all our talk. And y'all know what time it is. We gonna get ready for the quote of the day because we coming back with the quote of the day, and somebody today is gonna win this passing the ball.
Oh, that's right, with your competitive self.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all
Hey,
already
y'all
know.
tune in next week. The audience will be the listeners. Oh,
Nah, it's all good. I just wanted to play the song for Star.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We'll be right back. Let's go.
That's your stuff.
if you heard that song, man,
Hey,
if
Coach,
If that didn't wake your behind up
Don't play me out.
this Thursday
Listen,
morning,
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Black. I
You
really
were just
appreciate
lame.
that.
Yeah.
Throw
you
it
lame.
back. Throw it
You
back.
lame if that didn't wake you up this morning.
Hey, but you know what
I
though?
wonder how many people know that song. If you know that song, I want you to drop some fire emojis in the comments. Okay,
Word.
straight up.
Yes. Yes.
But you know what though? That's what I like about our generation. We didn't just say explicit lyrics. She said it so cute. Did y'all catch what she said?
She said a lot of things. What
no,
part?
What
Ding-a-ling.
Yeah, that part. Okay, you such a kid.
Hey, Black.
Coach
you-
is going to listen for just one little thing to be able to create a conversation. I, love it, my brother.
I did not hear that in a long time, but it took me back to elementary when you said ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling.
You know what I'm saying? This generation, they so explicit with it. I think it sounded better when you said it that way.
If you used to call it ding-a-ling, drop a eggplant in the comment section. Let me
said
know who you
eggplant.
are. A ding-a-ling.
Yeah, that sounds better than saying what they.
But
this
then they made a
generation-
song like that though. Was it Ting-a-ling-a-ling or?
Yeah.
Scuba ring.
It was ting-a-ling-a-ling.
Sound right.
Yeah. Old school.
But it
I-
wasn't
Booyaka,
dig-a-ling-a-ling.
I think
Nah,
old school.
nah.
Old school left stuff for your imagination.
Yeah.
That's what I like about. I mean, if I have to be honest, old school you had to really think about what they were saying.
Man, I would-
now they just say it. I'm like, oh, come on, don't do that.
I wouldn't even call it old school, man. I would just call it, hip hop. That's just good music back then.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
but new
That's
hip
just
hop
what
is
hip hop
different.
was.
No, I'm telling you, I think what you missed, Coach 954. What happened was when artists, old school artists, when they went and they made explicit lyrics, right?
okay.
But what happened was they always did a clean edit right from the studio,
Yeah.
always.
Oh, okay,
Right?
gotcha.
So
okay.
it goes back to the debate we had.
But they do that now too.
Yeah, but
Cardi B, if you hear her on the radio, it's not the same.
Yeah, but what happened to Star was the production would do the clean version. Now the clean version is made after the fact. Like the radio station,
That's true.
and they dumb out the words.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, no, Cardi B talked about how she literally had to change the lyrics of some of her songs.
Yeah, for sure. But what
Yeah.
happened? But that was the mindset of rappers before. They wouldn't talk about drug use. They'll if they did talk about drug use, they wrapped it up in some kind of story.
They always made it radio first.
Right.
Radio ready,
Right.
right?
Always.
Yeah, always.
Now these artists now when they make records they make it explicit because they don't have to go to radio.
Right.
Right now in NBA YoungBoy, he's never got a radio record. He doesn't have that radio record ever.
Nah,
Right.
man, NBA boy, he's doing his thing with YouTube numbers though.
Right, that's my point.
Yeah.
So he never had a radio friendly record. So that all his music goes right to YouTube and it's always explicit.
Right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, and that's how multi artists move. So to go back to to answer that, it's like we always had clean music. We always had explicit music too, but
Right.
we only promoted the clean. Now it's all hands up.
And you
on
had to
that.
go search for that underground
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. you
Now
had
it's everywhere, and if
Now
y'all
it's
want to hear
everywhere.
it, make sure y'all tune in to the 4:00 ride with Black, right?
Yeah. The Hip Hop Reloaded show.
Yeah, Hip Hop Reloaded.
And we go in.
My cousin brought that up today. She said she said she heard something kind of ratchet, but she liked it on there.
Yeah, we have fun on Monday through Friday, man. 4 p.m. to 7. We get down.
Love it.
Holla at me.
What's up with the quote of the day, Coach? Because I'm about to start cussing on the app,
Oh,
man.
no.
Hey, no, we don't need
We
you
need
to do
some
that.
inspiration,
Look, man,
baby.
Today we need
Whoa,
to
whoa,
uplift
whoa,
people
whoa.
out there. So
Whoa.
the quote of the day: love always come back, maybe in a new person, hobby,
Oh.
or an environment, but it will eventually come back.
Coach, you hit us with that one.
Yeah,
You
they
say
weren't
love
ready for
comes
that.
back. Okay, go ahead.
They weren't ready for that. But it says the quote of the day is: love always come back, maybe in a new person, hobby, or environment, but it will eventually come back. This one, man, this one is like sweet. But Black, I'm gonna leave your ass for last today, Black.
Oh, Lord.
Know what I'm saying?
Coach, you made me laugh so loud.
Yeah. You know what, man? Let's go to the holistic chick.
Holistic.
Oh, really?
I'm
I
saying?
thought she was gonna really put
We
the
gonna-
pressure on 954. He the one trying to be competitive, but he need his time.
Oh, you already. No,
Hey.
too late. You can't do that.
Oh, he don't want that. He don't want that.
No, you
Look at
can't
that.
do that. You
Look at
already
that.
went to start.
All right, we
She-
gonna go with the ladies.
Look, baby, I don't need no
what's your
time. I don't
thoughts,
need
man?
time.
What's your thoughts?
So I kind of chuckled inside because the first thing that came to mind is, my player brothers from around the way, and even my players, they always talk about girls are like buses. They come every 15 minutes. Basically. You replaceable. They gonna come back around. So that was the first thing I heard. But let me get more serious now. So you said love will come back around, even if it's in a new person, a new hobby, and what was the last one?
Or environment.
Or environment. I love that because love does endure all. Love is God for me, and God is omnipresent, omniscient, and it's, what do you say when it can't be killed, created, or destroyed? Just omnipowerful, right?
Yeah.
And that's what love is for me. So I think there's some truth in that because love can never dissipate. One, love is with you, first off and foremost. So there's no such thing as love walking out the door if love resides with you. That's the first thing. And then if you are open to receive love outside of yourself, just know that it doesn't lie within a particular person, place, or thing. Love is omnipresent. It's everywhere. It is in everybody. And when you're vibrating at love, you will attract that out of everything and everybody. So I would say, you know what, do an energy check. That's what's coming to mind for me, because if for any reason that love has gone away, that's not true. That's not even a true statement. Love can never go away. That person might have went away. That experience might have ended. That hobby, you might not be doing it anymore. But love is still present. And when you shift your mindset in that way, you will see love all around you and in everyone and everything.
I like that.
Yeah. Audience.
Okay.
I mean, our what are they called? They're not followers anymore. They subscribers. Hey, listen.
They're part of the tribe, baby. You family.
I think they're
That's
about.
what's
I
up,
think they're
fam?
about. I think they're about to vote for.
The On the Way Up show.
Star
They don't
Seeds,
vote
where
for
you at?
Star, man.
No.
They about to vote for Star, Coach.
If you
Come on,
believe in love,
Hey, Coach, how can you bounce back from what she just said, man?
Easy. I just go to this song right here. Sometimes I sit in my room staring at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who is sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I need love. I need love.
I would have said that would have won, but the lyrics were still off. So
Hey, man, don't be messing me like that.
So I gotta
listeners
say
don't
no.
know. No, Black.
I'll say no.
Everybody don't know I know all the lyrics. Don't do that, Black. I always be trying to. The listeners like that sounded good.
which listeners?
Well, I mean the subscribers and all the people out there and that's listening to the sounds of our voice.
Man, our fan bam know what's up. Come on
so
now.
I want to get it to y'all. Because today I'm gonna just give it to y'all from my G Love voice.
G Love.
Yeah, G Love. See, sometimes the poet comes out of me when I hear stuff like this. See, I was always told if you love something, let it go. And if it loves you, it will return. So when you deal with love, you got to realize that love never fails. Love never dies. Love is always right there on the inside of your heart. So you can find love where your mind takes you to places that you already been. So when you think back to someone that you have had an encounter with, you feel that love. So you have to always get rid of the hate. That's why some people look at the glass half full and some of them look at it half empty. But over here, it's G-Love, and I tell you all the time, if you love someone, you love a place, you love a thing, just go back in your mind, and love never change.
All right, now, Coach, man, I think
Okay.
you brought a little fire. You brought a little fire. So I don't.
Right.
Look, hey, y'all see how he became a big baby. You saw how he looked directly at Star and said, "Beat that."
Listen, you know how winners act, right? Just real. Don't even have to say nothing. Just humble. Okay.
Yeah, Black, I know,
You know
Black,
what?
but I
You know,
can't wait to Black go.
I'm gonna just leave it like this, all right, and then I'm gonna pass it on to Black. All right. For me, love is, like the quote of the day say, you can lose love. It could be a spouse, it could be a child. But what I love about the quote of the day is that what it's saying is love will come back, and it could come back in many forms. All right, it could come back environmentally. It can come back by another relationship, and it also can come back by self-love, right? So At times we have so many people in our life that we love so much, right? And we tend to put them first before our own personal self, right? So for me, it's all about, again, going back to having self-love. All right, love yourself, because anything that you love can eventually leave you, but one thing that will never leave is your self-love.
Okay. All
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Love yourself. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Black.
That was like 2 shows ago,
not
but
that
yeah.
way.
You talk about.
You know what I'm talking about. That was yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Yeah, it was, but it's okay.
These days is running. Yeah, okay, you're right.
All right, man.
But no, that's a good way to love yourself, though. Hold on.
Hey,
It's holistic, baby. All
squeeze
inclusive.
tight, squeeze tight. Hey, let's go, Mr. Black. What's on your mind?
Here you go. Love is, I think I'm looking at it from a different point of view. I think this is a motivational quote for a person who's struggling in a relationship or looking for a relationship and not fitting in. And I think that quote more adapts to the person who's going through that right now, listening. Don't worry about fitting in.
Mm-hmm.
Things will be okay, right? If you had a passion for something and it ended, not working out, especially for all you guys and girls that are going back to school right now, the first 3 weeks of school, and the summer love and puppy love is going, and you have your fly clothes on, and you're going through things, and things don't work out. Don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna find happiness in something.
Mm.
It may be in sports. It may be in art. It may be at work. Don't chase it. Let it chase you. And that's what I think it is.
All right, now, listeners.
Wait.
Oh,
See,
he's
I'm
not done.
gonna tell you something about Black. Hold on, Black. See, Black think he's slick because he the producer. He done put this nice little jazz beat. I'm watching you, Black. You smooth with it too. I hear what you
But
did.
he started with Coach D, though.
No, you hear the sound.
He sure did.
No, he set you up. He knew you wouldn't come in like he did. He went to the summer love.
Hey.
I like that, Black. Hey, you competitive, Black. I like it.
Hey.
Yo, I stacked the deck.
Hey, there you go, man. Hey,
House always wins. What you trying to
The
say?
house always win, baby.
To the listeners, man, that just listen to the quote of the day, man. Vote. We're starting this new thing now. You can vote. Who had the best thought of the day for the quote of the day, and you can do it that either by watching the show on YouTube or downloading our internet radio app, Highly Unique SoFlo. It's HUR SoFlo. You could hit us on all social media platforms. That's on the Way Up Show on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah, man, we live.
Yes, sir.
All
Y'all
the
know
way
what
live.
time it is. We coming back with the friendly monster. Can I do it right now, Cole?
Oh, Lord. Not the Dracula.
Yes. Oh yeah. It's definitely about to get real, man. Sad news on September 1st. Justin Robinson, a violence interrupter for the city of D.C., was shot and killed by D.C. police. Here we go again, guys. On Sunday, officers responded to a call regarding a car crash at a McDonald's in D.C. And according to Fox 5 D.C., upon arrival, Justin Robinson was found unconscious with a gun in his lap while sitting in a drive-thru. As Robinson began to awake, his hand was on the gun, and the officers asked him to put the weapon down, which led to officers to open fire. After firing 11 rounds, Robinson was pronounced deceased at the scene. Man, I don't know what we can say about these senseless police shooting. I mean, if you came and found a young man at a drive-thru, he was unconscious, he had a weapon on his lap, 9 times out of 10, something's wrong, right? You can only assume something is wrong if he's
sleep,
unconscious,
right?
he's asleep, he's not responding. You know what I'm saying? And when he's waking up, the first thing, he's probably surprised that he's surrounded by officers, you know? And, man, it just so happened
Wait, he was asleep?
he was unconscious.
In a drive? I thought you said it was in a drive-thru.
In the drive-thru of McDonald's, correct. Yeah.
So I don't understand. He was ordering food and fell asleep? Or
No, it could have happened. He pulled up and He was found unconscious.
Yeah, he
in
probably
the,
had a long night.
Could have been a long, been a
Yeah.
long line too, long night. They found him sleeping in the drive-through of the McDonald's. I mean,
And they couldn't wake him up?
that's my question. How did
Was there
how
drugs
does
involved?
this happen?
Well, again,
I'm like, was he unconscious or he had like a like?
he was unconscious. I mean, that's as much news that Fox
we don't know like
Fox
what
5 DC
happened.
is sharing. So
Okay.
I mean, I believe they will share more when they know more, right? But
It's so sad.
for me, that's a senseless killing right there. And I don't know what officers go through, but I think they're not trained for every situation. You know what I'm saying? This situation I think could have been handled differently instead of 5 bullets being shot
that doesn't even
at
make
this
sense
young man
to me because
vehicle.
if he's asleep, that means he didn't drive out of that drive-through, which means they were shooting off rounds right next to the building where there's other potential like people at risk.
No. Let's stick to the news,
Let
right?
me follow.
They fired 11 rounds directly to his vehicle.
That still doesn't make sense because things that doesn't even sound like safe protocol.
I don't think so either, but
his start.
Help me out. Make this make sense.
A couple years ago, in Atlanta, I don't know if you remember this case, Coach D and Coach 954. The young man was at a Wendy's parking lot in a drive-thru, fell asleep.
yeah, I remember the story.
Fell asleep in the drive-thru. And cars are blowing, bang, bang, bang. So they call the police. The police pulls up behind the car, tapping the window, wake him up. Oh my God, he was a little bit drunk. That's why he fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Fell asleep behind the wheel. And he was on parole.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cops got him out of the car, he was like, yo, I live right around the corner, literally right around the corner. And they were like, nah, going to jail. He beat up both the cops, grabbed their tasers, tased both the cops, and they started running, and the cops ended up killing him in the Wendy's parking lot.
Okay, but now in that situation, that sounds a little bit more fitting.
Right.
At least the man had the chance to fight them
Yeah.
and tase them.
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
Well,
so in this case, what happened in this case, they haven't did his blood alcohol yet. They don't know if he was inebriated or high drugs or
right. I mean, it's still under investigation.
But the sad part is that when he woke him up, he had a gun in his lap.
Right. That's where they're justified.
He had a gun in his lap. Now,
Yeah.
I did another thing Coach D called suicide by a cop. Right?
Oh, you think like he set it up for that to happen?
There's a real thing called suicide by a cop. Like people, they can't kill themselves, so they put themselves in a predicament where the cops kill them.
Okay, but now you're putting all these people at risk. I don't think that's what that situation is.
Well, what
we don't
Black
know.
is saying, it happens, but again, we won't know in this situation. It's just sad.
Yeah,
because
It is because even if he was drunk, high, it still doesn't mean that his life should have been took. I just was trying to understand how come they just couldn't wake him up.
But by the law, then this is why I say this case right here is gonna be shut because he had a gun. They feared for their life, and they had to.
Well, as he was waking up, if you guys seen the videos, because the video went viral already. As he was waking up,
Sunday, right?
They did show that his hand was actually going for the gun, right? And as he was reaching to his side to grab the weapon off his lap, that's when police released.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That movement will get you killed.
Yes.
That move, unfortunately, that movement will get you killed. When the gun is in the vehicle, and you're moving, your hand motion goes towards that weapon.
Yeah,
they are not playing.
Yeah, my only defense to that is, he's just waking up. He don't know who the hell it is. We don't know what his state of mind is. We don't know if he was on alcohol or on any drugs
or whatever.
We're all praying that this young man wasn't on any substance. It's just a tired young man who fell asleep at a
still bad
McDonald's parking lot. So.
Still bad. Like
I was about to say.
Like driving. Like, again, that's even when my people who are licensed armed carriers, right? If you driving with a gun in your lap, yo, you're on the wrong route.
Yes.
Yeah, it got to be concealed.
You're on the wrong route. So
Yeah.
even having a weapon in plain sight is always gonna it's a heightened situation when a cop pulls up.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing that a lot of people have to realize is the officers are trained to kill.
Yeah.
So at the
Yeah,
end
yeah,
of the day,
yeah, they're not
they
shooting a
trying.
wolf.
Yeah, they trying
They're
to
not
go
shooting a
home
wolf.
today. So
They're
don't put yourself in that kind of situation.
Yeah. I want to double back on yesterday's news article about Hill,
Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill.
Mhm.
I saw the video 100 times this morning, and Coach D, again, it was the protocol was that two of the officers was really heightened,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but man, Tyreek, bro,
He poked the bear.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, all right, the reckless driving, right? So the cops are always going to be, are you speeding? You know, they was always super hyped up. And then his attitude, yo, he was like, yo, he rolled the window down. Yo, don't tap on my window. Don't tap on my window. He was talking crazy to the cops. You know?
Right.
Not saying the justification for them to push the envelope that hard, but he was not in no remorseful position. He was like, yo, don't tap my window. Don't tap my. He on the phone with Drew Rosenhaus and he's like, don't tap my window.
Yeah.
Right? And then he rolled the window up. He like just really egging these cops on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I again, it was definitely overkill. But boy, when he says, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Boy, if he wasn't.
Right.
If he wasn't,
Right.
if he wasn't Tyreek Hill, oh my
Right.
God.
Yeah, you had
I
some
agree
knots
with
on your head, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you think he would have been less cooperative if he wasn't?
No, he
in
would have
his
went
status?
to jail under.
No, I'm
under
saying,
the
but do you think he even would have had that attitude?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see. Telling myself, my wife said that's he was me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
My wife says that, like, cops get behind me, I be giving them attitude like, what you want? But
Yeah.
but my hand be there though. You know what I'm saying? I be what you want? Yeah. You just run that. You know what I'm saying? But my hand be there. But I like I said, I saw it. I believe the cops supposed to get suspended, all that stuff. I just felt that just doubling back on it by seeing it myself, that he poked.
He provoked
poked
it.
that, yeah.
Poked it.
He
Sure
was-
did. He sure did.
Mhm.
Hey man, and more news. Our brother Juvenile
This guy here
took over
Yeah,
the
we talked
internet this
man
morning,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Juvenile had a word for the NFL this morning, man, and he went in to say how number one, how disappointed they are that they did not, ask any of the artists, from New Orleans to
I
jump
said-
on stage.
I said that yesterday.
But you know what, guys? I've done a lot of thinking.
Coach, you gonna bring this back up, Coach?
I did a
you-
lot of thinking.
Well, go ahead, Coach.
We were talking. I mean, Black kind of brought it up yesterday, and he was saying, "Hey, $100 million. They know where that's coming from, but the other half or the remaining amount of money that they
Other
have
360 million,
obtained, right?
360
That they say
million.
they have, right? There's no way of telling what it is. And I went back and thought about the NFL as a corporation.
Ooh.
Okay.
I already know where he's going.
I know everybody was saying, I myself was even saying JC is wrong. He's a hater, that. But when you really sit back and think about corporations, they're more about protecting their brand.
Yes.
They
Of
don't
course.
care who they upset. They got to protect their brand. And their brand is that you never seen that the NFL bring anyone to perform that are felons.
Ooh.
Good job, Coach.
You
See,
know what
now
I'm
you
saying?
coming, you bringing it on home.
No,
now
no,
that's
no.
what I was saying
I
yesterday.
I had to do my
You
journalism
had,
work.
yeah, you had to get.
Okay.
And-
So
and-
let me ask you, journalists. I just want to make sure because I didn't do the research. Have they ever allowed Trump a platform?
No.
No.
no,
No
Okay.
political. No one in the political field.
Okay.
I want let's test the water on it real quick. Snoop Dogg, he beat his case. There
he
you go.
beat his case.
He beat his case.
So they have never had. Now, keep in mind.
Well,
Ma-
50
wait. I was
Oh,
just about to say that. Look, Eminem. They told Eminem he could not bring Fifth
Right.
Man, that was made.
Right.
I did some research, guys.
yeah.
So they did tell Eminem, you cannot bring 50 cents. And Eminem says, when they arrive, he said, F that. We're just going to bring 50 out anyways
anyway.
without the NFL being involved.
Yeah, you're right.
NFL also came out with a statement and cleared their name. We did not invite Curtis 50 cents, right?
You are correct.
This was done by
you are correct.
this was done by his entourage at the time was Slim Shady, right? So the NFL has never had anyone who actually served time to.
So they just trying to
perform.
really not
gotta protect their
embarrass
brand.
them in front of the media and really say what they really want to say. Like, we not putting y'all up there.
Absolutely. And here's one thing that you guys are not thinking historically. All right, and we got to think historically, like what are some of the positive things that Kendrick Lamar did, right? Well, we know something historical just happened in L.A. where he got two gangs to come together, two gangs that's been fighting for many years to come together and come amends, right? To avoid, to stop crime, to
That's
stop
right.
hating, right? So NFL looking at that as a positive thing, and they're saying, well, if we bring Lil Wayne, the drug promotions and all that stuff, they're not trying to put their brand with other brands like that. So from a corporate side, I kind of understand
What's
what
that?
the
Well
NFL
done,
is going.
Give it up for Coach
Well
D,
done.
man.
On a corporate side,
Oh, here you
I
go, here you
understand,
go.
right? But on a cultural side, I believe that that's not fair. Right, on a cultural side, because I don't think Lil Wayne only represent drugs. I don't think Lil Wayne only represent gangs. I don't think so. I think Lil Wayne represent a culture where a man like myself could say I grew up on this man's music and his artistry, and how he's able, like he taught us how to really go pick up a thesaurus and learn how to say one word 5 times, right? That's a education that I didn't get from school. I got that from Wheezy, right? Wheezy always said, hey, instead of using one word, find out 5 words that mean the same meaning, and that's how you're going to become a better performer and a better lyricist.
Synonyms.
And so for me, it's like you still learn something from this man positively, but unfortunately, the world that we live in, anything that you do negatively is always going to overshadow what you're doing positively in the community.
Well, again, that's why Jay-Z is the man. Jay-Z didn't get convicted, so Jay-Z can work with it.
Look.
The funny thing about Jay though,
Uh,
Jay, vice president, is a snitch and a felon. His Rock Nation partners are felons. So it's a double-edged sword there. Jay has been he's good with money, but I won't say her name, misquote her name, but she was an informant and a snitch. So.
But listen,
Black
man.
be on it.
An informant. I think informant is.
I
Look,
said,
that's the synonym. There we go. There we go.
A felon and a snitch.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this about Jay-Z, man. I think everybody got skeletons in their closet. Ain't nobody perfect, right? And I believe in any time, people will say something soon, I'm sure, because you got to keep in mind, man, some of those allegedly parties that Diddy had, Jay was attended a few of those allegedly.
No,
right?
well, the parties at Star Island not as much, but the ones in the one in LA, yes. But it's really more so. The thing about Jay-Z, I have to say,
And again, I'm not trying to attach Jay-Z to none of Diddy's shenanigans.
No, not at all. But what I will say in agreement with you, Jay-Z, out of all the artists, hip hop artists today, he's the best spin doctor. Like he knows how to create and change the narrative when the narrative on him is bleak.
Right.
Like for example, when Jay-Z lost the battle with Nas, he turned the table. He became the president of the label, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Jay-Z, it was in battlement with Rock Nation, Rockefeller Records with Damien Dash. What he did was he just quietly said, "Okay, the one album that we have together, let that rock, but I'm gonna own all the other masters." And he worked out all those deals, and he know how to spin it. And I think that's the magic about Jay-Z. And so hopefully he stays far away from the Diddy Diddy Dirt, but
Yeah, absolutely.
cause look, even when Jay-Z and Solange got into that thing in the elevator, it came, it went, and gone. Like most other people that would have been on him for such a long time, right?
Well, I mean, his wife also helped with the quieting of that too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, she did her little talk about it, and then they kissed and made up.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, Coach, you got any more
Her
local
album,
news?
so
so we
when
can
she did her
kick it?
album.
Hey, I
about
was
it.
waiting for you guys to
Yeah,
finish
you
so
know
I
what
can
I'm
go ahead
saying?
and close out this segment.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you guys, let's in honor of all those who were impacted by 9/11, let's give our 10 seconds of honor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And all right. Well, we'll be right back with sport news coming up with your boy, Coach 954.
Yeah, it's your boy, Coach 954. I'm here talking life, talking sports, and talking the good news. But right now, man, we gonna go and say who that say they gonna beat them Saints. But from the Miami Dolphins and us Floridians down here that know how to battle a hurricane, we want to send our special prayers to New Orleans because you know they looking at a storm or a tropical storm that could possibly hit tonight, Coach. So we just want to show them a little love from the Floridians who deal with the hurricanes to the New Orleans family.
Yeah, the Storm Francine, right? I believe
Yeah.
Storm Francine possibly made landfall sometime on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay.
Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon. And we want to show love for our brothers and sisters out there in New Orleans. We know it's a tough time, especially with getting close to about 4 to 8 inches of water and just in an amount of hours. It's never great. So, man,
Yeah, and after New Orleans had the big one that came through there, man, and we'll never forget that. I don't even think the wards, how they say the 9th ward, the 4th ward, they haven't never been the same, right?
yeah, they haven't been the same. They haven't recovered, man. Not
Wow.
fully recovered,
Yeah, man. Hey, again, our prayers to the families up there. Now we're gonna get to a little sports, y'all. We're gonna talk a little bit of sports because y'all know my Miami Dolphins, they kick it off tonight on Thursday Night Football. But I want to talk a little bit about the guys who have the jobs. Billy Napper, the coach at Florida Gators, he's under a lot of pressure. And Nick Saban now is circling because he has been offered Florida State. And now he's saying that the Florida teams need a different culture. But Nick Saban is also a talking head now on ESPN. So I'm going to start with Lady Star. Do you think when people use their platform to talk bad about you on the airways to come get your job, do you think that's a fair situation?
I don't even believe in fair. I don't cry about fair. I don't expect fair. I don't think if you looking for fair, you're gonna be disappointed every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. We call ourselves a fraternity of coaches. But to have someone like Nick Saban on primetime TV talking about, the coach don't have it, and then he possibly can replace that coach, I think it's a strategic strategy by my boy Nick. I call him Slick Nick. What you think,
But
Black?
you know what though? I want to say that, but I don't think he's doing anything new. I don't. You think everybody that are in high positions are moral, especially in the game? I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think people are always talking about each other.
Yeah, well, I that's why I said we supposed to have a fraternity of coaches, but I think.
And what does that mean? You have like an oath that you guys abide by?
I never took an oath like that. I don't think any other coach has. Listen, I think right now, Nick is, Nick want to get back to the game. The game that he loves so much. He has a great job right now too. Coach. But one thing about being a coach, you always think that you can do better than another coach, right? That's just
You think you
the
know
confidence that you have in your coaching skills. And I think that's where Nick is at right now. He's just thinking that, Florida need a Nick Saban to bring back the love, making sure that all eyes are on the state of Florida again. That's all.
Okay, all right. Well,
But
hey.
954, you took it as an offense?
No, I just know how college football goes. If somebody starts to say to the booster board or the collective now, oh man, we can get Nick Saban over here, and then it takes one or two guys that are in that limelight to say, oh, that guy can't coach.
But here's the truth. Nick Saban is playing the game because Nick Saban know he can go to any school right now in Florida and take over whoever job that is out there.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what school it is. So if anything, they know if Nick Saban say I'm coming to UF, guess what? A lot more money will be dumped into UF.
You said a red carpet would be rolled out, huh?
So
Yeah.
guess what, man? He could pick whatever school, man.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm gonna move it right along because this story here, it kind of didn't sit too well with me because I see these guys and I just assume that they played a great NFL career in their finances are taken care of. But Adrian Peterson, yeah, I mean, yeah,
73 M's, coach.
yeah, Adrian Peterson had the judge ordered him to sell his assets to pay a $12 million lawsuit.
12 million.
Yeah, 12 million. So, and to me, I just wanted to bring that up. I know we normally talk like that on Financial Fridays, but why do we see so many of our guys after their career filing for bankruptcy?
No, it wasn't. No, I think actually what he did is he got a $5 million loan and he never paid back on that $5 million loan. That $5 million loan now is $8.3 million, according to what I saw today, and the overall, it did show that he owes $12 million, and they actually went into his home and got some of his valuable assets. Isn't that right, Coach?
Yes. That's the part that again.
Hey, some of our guys are, man, the financial literacy. You can tell from the players in the NFL that was playing in the late 90s, early 2000s. These guys, they went to the NFL with zero knowledge on how to manage their money.
Yeah.
If anything, their money managed them, which is sad.
Well, they probably came in with $0. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but a guy like Adrian Peterson should not be at this time being sued for, $12 million. I don't think so. The guy actually had a lot of endorsements.
Yes.
yeah, no,
in the
I mean,
NFL.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm just saying he probably didn't have money going into it, which means he didn't have even the need to learn how to manage such large amounts of money.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, you're right. But I think what it is that these guys get these agents hook them
Drew
up.
Rosenhaus.
Yeah, these agents hook them up with their financial advisors.
Drew Rosenhaus.
So they keep everything in house.
Hold on, Black. You gotta speak on this, brother.
They keep everything in house, so that way they all eat. It's like a circle, right? It's a round table. Again, I always say the round table meetings are all the decision makers, but the decision makers all have something to do with the investment. So
Yeah.
Drew Rosenhaus is not going to refer any of his players to someone outside of his camp. So
Word.
these financial advisors are within Drew Rosenhaus. We just don't see them shaking hands and hugging all the time. But all that stuff happened at the back door.
Clutch
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, Black, what you want to say now?
I'm not surprised. When a guy like Adrian Peterson that gotta play so old, see, like a guy like Tom, a guy like Aaron, they don't have to play. They're not running onto the field. They have to play. They're not worrying about their contracts. They got money. Their money management is done well. They're sitting back. Tom took a year off because Fox had NBC or Fox had gave him $300 million booth job.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't worried. He ain't worried. Guy like Adrian Peterson, still trying. If he can get on the football field tomorrow, he'll play for the league minimum.
Minimum. Yeah.
Right? Because these guys were playing for check to check. Their checks were just so big. Their game checks were so big, but they were playing for check to check. Back will play the same way. Kendrick Perkins house is on the foreclosure. Been on the league 8 years. He's broke. He got a good job with ESPN and still broke. You know, not a lot of people could be like Ryan Clark or these other guys pivot their life to make other money. These guys are they were living check to check.
Well, because that's what I was saying. They probably didn't have money before.
Yeah.
They were used to living check to check, and you make a habit of that. So now you have a habit of living check to check, even when the amounts change.
And when the amount change, and then when you sit down, you're still spending, right? You bought a house for $40 million, you made $100 million, right? But you never really made $100 million because the agent get their cut. Uncle Sam takes their money. If you count what city you in, you play in New York City or California, you got state, city, and local tax. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough for them, man. It's tough for them.
Well, hey guys, y'all know I got my last topic. Y'all already know. Y'all get ready because we finna go to war. I got a new fantasy game that we gonna play today. But Black, you gonna have to speed this beat up, Black, cause I'm gonna tell you a little bit about fantasy. When you play fantasy, and this is why it's hard when you're playing fantasy to watch the game, cause sometimes you torn to make sure your team wins so you can get the money.